What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here, and Bowl Pick'em. 9 games today on in the busiest day of the year for bowl games. Mm, Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl. A lot of good games going to get played today. And if you've been riding with my picks, whether you just put $1 each on them, 5 each on them, 10, 20, whatever you put on them. If you roll with my picks right now, you're up money. You ride with the ones I got coming up today, these 9 today, you're going to win more money. That's just the way it's going to be. First off, Happy New Year to each and every one of you. The day I came in here and made picks, boy, I mean, all you got to do is go back and look at the video. I had some people up in arms with some of the picks I made, and some of those won for me. So let me start off with some of the smaller bowls or mid bowls or lower bowls. Went 4-0 on those. Buffalo, Kent, San Diego State, Liberty. They all 4 won for me. So I started off 4-0. Well, out of 30 games, okay, your main thing anytime you're betting is you want to win more than you lose. So you out of 30 games, you want to make sure you get 16, at least 15. But 16, you're up money. Well, I went 19 and 11. 19 11, 8 above 500. That's when you should be getting your bankroll, no doubt about it. Air Force, Washington State. I don't know what made me pick Washington State in this game. I know as well as anybody that the Navy, Air Force, Army, all the armed services, they play at triple option. They play it tough, close to the vest type games. They don't, they turn the ball over if they fumble sometimes, but very seldom do they throw interceptions. And I should have known that Air Force would have at least give Washington State a game. I didn't even put it into account. I picked Washington State, and I suffer for it. Navy, Kansas State. I saw Navy play against Army. They're a good team. Army wasn't that great a team, but they put it to they beat Kansas State. Florida State in disarray. Arizona State beats them. That's another win for me. Virginia Tech, couple of plays away from maybe winning that game. Then the last play of the game, they fumbled the ball away. Kentucky runs it back a touchdown. By all rights, a 31-30 game. It turns into a 37-30 game. Kentucky outplayed them most of the game, though. So it's not like Virginia Tech deserved to win that game. Kentucky deserved to win that game. Florida outplayed Virginia for 3 quarters. Virginia played really well there for a bit. Florida wins that game. I picked that one. Cal over Illinois. A lot of people told me, hey, Cal is not a very good team, Rob. Cal got beat by some good teams. I picked Cal. They beat Illinois. I went with the SEC team, Mississippi State over Louisville. Louisville, the stock market team of the year, up and down, up and down. And they had an up at the end of the year. Louisville wins the bowl. I missed that one. Western Kentucky, Western Michigan. Don't know a lot about those two teams. I took Western Michigan because I know generally they play Michigan every year. And a lot of times they play Michigan State. And I thought maybe they would be primed to win. No, Western Kentucky wins that one. So I missed that one. Clemson, OSU. I told you all along, Clemson would win that ball game. They won it. LSU, Clemson, OSU, Ohio State. LSU, Oklahoma, nothing you have to talk about there except LSU, best team in the country. Penn State, Memphis. Penn State, a proven Big Ten commodity. Not an A plus or even A level team, A minus or a B plus team in the Big Ten, better than most teams in the country. And they proved it to Memphis, and they win. Notre Dame against Iowa State, somebody felt like they owed something to Notre Dame, I guess, and they put them up against Iowa State for some reason. Notre Dame blew them off the field. I picked that one. Picked BYU to beat Hawaii. I really hadn't looked into it, but I know BYU generally comes prepared. They got beat. Louisiana Tech beat Miami. Florida. I mean, we're talking about the Hurricanes got shut out 14-0. I don't know what got into the Hurricanes there, but I would, if they played 5 times, I probably would pick them on 5 times. But they got beat. Pitt, ACC team beats Eastern Michigan. I picked that one. Carolina beats Temple. Carolina's another stock exchange team, up and down, and they really, really put a show on against Temple. I missed that one clearly. Michigan State against Wake Forest. I went with Wake Forest's body of work, and I should have saw that they really had not beat anybody. Michigan State was a better team there. Michigan State won. Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, just going pretty much on past bowl games. Oklahoma State's always a pretty fast team. A&M showed them who was boss there. A&M wins. Iowa, USC is in disarray. I picked Iowa, got that one right. FAU beats SMU. I really didn't have a whole lot of body of work to go with there, but I picked SMU. I missed that one. Appalachian State going on their past, they win. Washington playing against Boise State. You get Boise State away from their home, you got a chance to win. They did that, and they beat them. UCF and Marshall didn't have a lot to go on there. I picked UCF and got lucky and won that one. Wyoming against Georgia State. Once again, I picked Wyoming. I know they play a couple of tough teams every year. They beat Georgia State pretty well. Utah and Texas. This is the one that more people than anybody, I think Dave Little and some other people out there too was really on me. They said, Utah will crush them. Utah will smack them. Utah will put them around. Texas smashed them. Texas smashed them 38-10. I picked Texas to beat Utah, and I'll put all of that to rest. All right, now let's go to a couple of smaller games for today that will be played later, but still, Miami of Ohio against Louisiana Lafayette. I picked Louisiana Lafayette in this game. I'm not really with no certainty there, but I'm taking Louisiana Lafayette. Southern Miss against Tulane. I know they see each other almost every other year. I'm picking Tulane in this ball game. Ohio and Nevada. I know Ohio is a premier favorite in this game. I'm picking Nevada. We'll see. These kids are getting to go, Nevada out in the middle of nowhere. They're actually getting to go to a city and actually see people. And I think they may, kind of like out in the wilderness and actually get to see what lights look like. I think Nevada. We'll see. I'm picking them to win. Indiana against who we got here? Indiana. Who are they playing? Tennessee. Oh, they're playing Tennessee. SEC team. You never know about the SEC, but I like Indiana. I think they have enough running attack. Tennessee it's going to probably be a real low-scoring game. I'm taking Indiana in this ball game. Boston College against Cincinnati. This is one kind of wibble-wobbled all week with. I'm taking Cincinnati in this ball game. Boston College is a decent team, not a great team. They're playing in the ACC, not a great conference. Cincinnati can beat them. I think Cincinnati will beat them. Georgia and Baylor. Well, I've seen Georgia play about 4 times. I've seen Baylor play a couple of times. Baylor is fast. Georgia is big. Baylor now is healthy. Georgia's not healthy. I'm going to still take Georgia. Okay, I had Georgia my pick originally. Georgia's hurt. They have a lot of players hurt. I'm still going with them. I think even their backups are better than a lot of Baylor's front line. Oregon, Wisconsin. This is another one. I had a lot of Wisconsin reminds me a lot of Georgia, and Oregon is a whole lot like Baylor. But in this case, I like Oregon better. I think Oregon's skill position players, receivers and running backs are just so much faster. If Wisconsin can hold them in the shell to where they can't break loose, they'll beat them. I don't think they can do it. I think they're going to be running loose, running free. If Wisconsin keeps pressure on the quarterback, they got a real fighter's chance here. Stopping Wisconsin is going to be hard because they have a lot of good running backs. But I think Oregon can do it, even if they have to stack a box with 6 and 7 guys in a box. I think Oregon wins this ball game. Maybe not handily, but I think they win it. Minnesota and Auburn. That's another one almost the same way, but except both of these two teams both are pretty big, pretty tough. Anytime you say big and tough, and then you look at the two teams, I'm going with the SEC team 90% of the time. I'm taking Auburn here in this ball game. Michigan, Alabama. This has the makings of being the Harbaugh Express out of town right here. This could be a 40-point game. Alabama is not going to come in here happy. They're not a top 4 team. They lost a couple of ball games. Michigan still can't get over the Ohio State bump. This is Alabama, man. Alabama is a whole different animal. Alabama has a lot of pieces and parts. They work together. Saban's had a month to get ready. They're gonna stomp Michigan here in this ball game. They'll put 50 on the board probably. So don't be surprised by that. So these are the 9 games you can go with today. If you want, my lock of the day definitely is Michigan, Alabama. I don't think that one will be even close. If you rode with my other picks and you put $10 a piece on, if you put $10 on each game, then you're up $80 after the first 30 games. These last 9 games, play the big games. Those first 4 games I mentioned, lay off of those. Those last 5, Alabama, Auburn, Oregon, Georgia, Cincinnati. Play those and play them with confidence, and I feel like you'll win at least 3 of them. Don't put them in a parlay. Put them separate. That way, if you do win, you'll win at least 1/5 of what whatever if you're betting $20 or whatever, you'll win a $20 over. So if you're betting 100, you'll be 100 over, whatever. So you'll be to the good if you go with 5 games. I feel pretty confident in those games. Oregon, Alabama, and if you want to go with a Auburn, Alabama double, do that. I feel real confident in that. And so I see the SEC really walking away with some big wins today. All right, my name's Rob. Happy New Year, folks. I hope you all had a great New Year. It's getting chilly and windy here on the East Coast, and got some upcoming games in the next few days. Got some stuff got to get done around the premises here early this week. I mean, at the end of the week, rather. So we're going to get that. And then once we get all settled in for our winters, our January and February, then we'll get settled in and we'll get ready for some great gaming. Thanks so much for supporting my channel, and I will see you soon. Go Crimson Tide, and watch a lot of bowl games today, guys. Eat plenty of food, and drink your beer too, and have fun. All right. God bless and have a great New Year. Happy New Year, guys.